9 times 1.
9.
9 times 2.
18.
9 times 3.
27.
9 times 4.
36.
Good. 9 times 5.
45.
Good. 9 times 6.
54.
9 times 7.
63.
Good. 9 times 8.
72.
9 times 9.
81.
Nice. And 9 times 10.
90.
9 times 11.
99.
Sorry, my hands are a little bit slow.
I
And
know
9
it.
times 12.
108.
9 times 13.
It's 117.
9 times 14.
It's 126.
9 times 15.
125.
Zach, what's 10 times 1?
10.
10 times 2.
20.
10 times 3.
30.
10 times 4.
40.
10 times 5.
50.
10 times 6.
60.
10 times 7.
70.
10 times 8.
80.
10 times 9.
90.
10 times 10.
100.
10 times 11.
110.
10 times 12.
120.
10 times 30. 3.
130.
13. 10 times 13.
130.
10 times 14.
140.
10 times 15.
It is 150.
Fuit. There was. Lucette. Shineth. Comprehenderant. Comprehended. Missus. Sent. Factum est. Was made. Factisunt. Were made. Comprehended. Comprehenderant. Shineth. Lucet. There was. Fuit. Was made. Factum est. Were made. Factisunt. Sent. Missus. To be. Am, are, is, was, were, being, been. To be. Am, are, is, was, were, being, been. To be. Am, are, is, was, were, being, been. Tell me about George Washington. In 1789 in New York, George Washington was granted the full powers and responsibilities of the presidency by the U.S. Constitution. In 1789 in New York, George Washington was granted the full powers and responsibilities of the presidency by the U.S. Constitution. Hi friends, so here's our week 5 history. Tell me about George Washington. So you're gonna say in 1789, you're gonna hold up 9 fingers, 4 on your left, 5 on your right. In 1789 in New York, George Washington, you're gonna do an ASLW. So your pinky and your thumb are gonna come together, you're gonna turn your hand around. George Washington was granted the full powers of responsibility of the presidency. So it's like your left hand's on a Bible, your right hand's up, of the U.S. Constitution, of the presidency of the U.S. Constitution. And then Constitution would be a C with your left hand that's gonna go over your right and come down. All right, so one more time. In 1789 in New York, George Washington was granted the full powers of responsibilities of the presidency of the U.S. Constitution. Hi, Brianna.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Are you eating In-N-Out?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Hey, Brianna, we're going to learn today about the 5 main senses. Can you show me 5 fingers?
1, 2, 3, 4.
5. Good job. And we'll just talk about your In-N-Out burger while we go over these. The first one is sight. That's how you use your eyes. How does that In-N-Out burger look? Does it look good? It looks so good. What about hearing? Can you hear it as you eat it? Does it crunch a little bit? Yeah? How about taste? How does it taste, Brianna?
Good.
Yeah? Is it savory?
Yeah.
And how does it smell? So delicious. And how does it feel when you touch it? When you touch the sandwich?
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah, it feels yummy. So let's go over those 5 senses again. Are you ready? You ready to help me?
Yeah.
Okay, so point to your eyes. Sight.
Sight.
Hearing.
Hearing.
Good. Taste. See your tongue.
Taste.
Good. And smell. Good. And touch. Good job. Thanks, Brianna.
You're welcome.
All right, friends, here we go. Ready? Timeline. We'll start at the beginning of the ages. Age of ancient empires. Creation to circa 450 AD. Creation and the fall. The flood and the Tower of Babel. Mesopotamia and Sumer. Egyptians. 3000 BC, 3000 BC. Indus River Valley Civilization, Minoans and Mycenaeans. 7 wonders of the ancient world. Patriarchs of Israel. 2000 BC, 2000 BC. Hittites and Canaanites, Cush, Assyrians, Babylonians, China, Shang Dynasty, Hinduism in India, Phoenicians and the alphabet, Olmecs of Mesoamerica, Israelite exodus and desert wandering, Israelite conquest and judges, Greek dark ages, Israel's united kingdom. 1000 BC, 1000 BC, early Native Americans. Israel divides into 2 kingdoms. Homer and Hesiod, Rome founded by Romulus and Remus. Israel falls to Assyria. Assyria falls to Babylon. Lhasa, Confucius, Buddha. All right, hope you got it. If not, rewind and try again. Judah falls to Babylon. Temple destroyed. Babylon falls to Persia. Jews return and rebuild the temple. Roman Republic, Golden Age of Greece, Peloponnesian Wars. Persia falls to Alexander the Great. Hi friends, so we're going to be discussing the timeline for week 5. The first one is Judah falls to Babylon, temple destroyed. So for Judah, you would do the I like we were doing last week for Israel, but you're going to make it a J. So you swoop it down like it's a J. So Judah falls to Babylon. Temple, to make temple, you're going to make a T. So your thumb goes between your index and middle finger. So that's a T. And that's going to go over your other fist. This is also an S. So it's going to go over this, stands for temple. Temple destroyed. The next one is Babylon falls to Persia. You're going to do that P again. Remember that K? It's a P. Babylon falls to Persia. Jews, this is the I. Jews, the I that becomes a J. Jews return and rebuild the temple. Okay? Then you have Roman Republic, that's your R, Roman Republic. Golden Age of Greece, remember that sign for gold was to touch your ear, kind of like Mycenaeans. It's just like Mycenaeans. So golden, and the Y that comes down. Golden Age of Greece, Peloponnesian Wars, that was in Greece. So you're actually going to make a G, which is like a pincher finger. Your last 3 fingers are down, and then it's like you have a pincher finger. So this is a G, but you're going to come down your nose to describe their helmets. So Peloponnesian Wars, and the sign for wars is these are 5 hands, and you can either go like this or like this. So I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, so you had Peloponnesian Wars. Woo, that one's gonna be tough. And then we have Persia falls to Alexander. You just make ASLA, Alexander the Great. All right, so let's try that again. Judah falls to Babylon. Temple destroyed. Babylon falls to Persia. Jews return and rebuild the temple. Roman Republic, Golden Age of Greece, Peloponnesian Wars, Persia falls to Alexander the Great. Good luck! All right, friends, so we're ready to do our states and capitals. The first one is Lansing, Michigan. Lansing's right here. Michigan is one of those special states because it just has some interesting landmarks around it, or watermarks, I guess you would say. But it has 3 lakes around it, and it's also separated. So this one should be pretty easy to remember. There we go. So that's Lansing, Michigan. Then we have Columbus, Ohio. That one's right here. This is Columbus. This one is high on the U.S. map, so you could say Ohio, it's up here, it's high. Also, Lake Erie is right above it. And then you have Indianapolis, Indiana, and this is Indianapolis here. Indiana looks a little bit like the letter I, except for this bumpiness that's going on down here. So that might be helpful for you to remember. It looks like the letter I. And then we have Frankfort, Kentucky. This is Frankfort right here. Very bumpy on the top. Makes me think of a horse's mane, maybe. And you know, you got the Kentucky Derby in Kentucky, so it's a way to remember that. And then you have Nashville, Tennessee, and that's right here. Nashville, Tennessee looks like a rectangle, horizontal rectangle, and then it has a point that goes towards the Atlantic Ocean. So those are your states. So where is Nashville, Tennessee? Where is Indianapolis, Indiana? Where is Lansing, Michigan? Where is Columbus, Ohio? Where is Frankfort, Kentucky? Now I point and you tell me what it is. We have a new song for this week. It goes, oh, Lansing, Michigan, covered by 3 Great Lakes, Lake Erie swooshes, Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis in Indiana, tapped by Lake Michigan. Frankfort, Kentucky has a top that's bumpy, and Nashville, Tennessee is straight as can be. It's pointing towards the Atlantic Ocean. This land was made for you and me. Hi friends, here's our fine arts for this week. What do you see in front of us? Those are some shapes, right? A square, triangle, circle, and a rectangle. What's this? You would say, yes, it's some shapes, but they're different now, right? They're 3-dimensional. Today we're going to talk about perspective, and it's a way of creating the illusion of depth on a flat surface. So from perspective, we're able to make these shapes look 3-dimensional and these shapes flat. Here's a painting done by Vincent van Gogh, and there are quite a few lines drawn on this, but here you can see he's using perspective. So the first thing is what do you notice about the objects, the sizing of the objects? Do you notice that the objects that are closer to us are bigger than ones that are farther away? So you can see in this chair that it's bigger than this chair, which is farther away in the picture. How about overlap? Something that overlaps lets you know that it's in front of something, the thing that it's overlapping. So you can tell that this bed is overlapping this door, so you know that this bed is on this side of the door. How about where the ground and the sky meet? That's called the horizon. So in this painting, if you take a ruler along all the straight edges here of the painting, you can see that they all meet right here. So that is, this is your horizon line. And then this is called your vanishing point, because all these lines are meeting here. Hi friends, today we're going to be testing sound and direction in an experiment. Zachary's our helper. He's going to be closing his eyes while Trent snaps his fingers above his head, either the front of his head, the back of his head, or the middle of his head. And we'll see how well Zachary does. Okay, so Zachary's going to go ahead and close his eyes, and Trent will find a position. So go ahead and straighten your legs out, Zachary, please. Thank you. Here we go. Where was it, Zach?
Middle.
The middle. Okay, try again. Close your eyes. Front or back?
Or middle.
Or middle.
That was middle.
Okay, that one was wrong, but that's okay. Close your eyes. Try again. Where was it?
Middle.
The middle. That one was wrong again. Close your eyes. Where was it?
Back.
The back. You got that one right. Let's try again. Close your eyes.
So you get 3 wrong.
Can you keep your head straight? Where was that one, Zachary?
Back.
Was that in the middle, Trent? I can't
That
remember.
was middle.
That was middle. Okay, well that's 3 wrong. So why did Zachary not do very well? Do you guys know?
Last time I got 2 right. Because when you snap over here, it still goes into your ears. You snap in here, it still goes into your ears. And you snap up here, it still goes into your ears.
It's the same distance from each ear, right? For the most part?
Yeah, it depends on how you snap. Like if you snap like a
Right.
loud snap or strong or low or high pitch or low pitch.
Well, it has to do with both ears receiving the same sound at the same intensity. So
Yeah.
if it's the same intensity, then it can't tell where it is. Good job, guys. Thank you. Hi, friends. Today we're going to do the experiment rubbed off. So I have a bar of soap, I have a black piece of paper, and I have a nail file, but you could use sandpaper. And so what I'm going to do is just rub on the soap. And what do you see happening? You see pieces of the soap coming off, right? Well, our skin is a lot like this bar of soap. The outer layer of our human skin, the epidermis, is constantly rubbed off, but the wonderful thing is that it's replaced. So we are constantly rubbing our skin when we wash our hands, if we scrape ourselves, if we fall down, and the outer layer is composed of dead cells and that pretty much just fall off and then they regenerate very quickly. So it's a very amazing thing. But the gross thing is all those little dust bunnies on your bed are part of those dead skin cells that are falling off. So don't forget to clean up after yourself. Have fun experimenting.